All right. Now this right here, what you're looking at, is a tree that was uprooted. Kind of leaning over that way. And appears to me to be an oak. Might not be. At any rate, this tree mostly is dead, especially down toward this end. And it actually looks like it has taken down another tree, which that one's still alive. There must have been a heck of a storm here a year or two back, because it sure looks like there's a lot of blown down stuff. All right. Now, I gave Big Knives some crap in the last video, what I did with the tomahawk. And this is a very capable big knife. And I don't want folks to have the wrong impression that big knives are worthless. Not at all. But they're more suited to what I would refer to as branch fires. Not actually trying to get fuel for serious fire in really cold weather, things of that nature. But when you start dealing with stuff this size, that's when a big knife really comes into play. And as long as you know the parameters, the limitations of your equipment, you can thrive in the wilderness with the equipment that you have. You don't have to have the biggest saw or the biggest axe or any of that stuff to really do well in the wilderness. But don't think that you can take a knife, any knife, and just trot on out there and build yourself a log cabin. Okay? That's not going to happen. You're not going to get that log cabin built with a big knife. I don't give a damn who makes it. Okay. So we're dealing with stuff this size. We can go ahead clear myself off a little piece. What do we got going on there? Good. And here's a big hunk right here. I don't know, that's maybe 3 inches in diameter. And let's see what this Tops Power Eagle can do with something like this. Now once I get rid of that bark, it's probably going to be about that size right there. And you know, this is good wood for fire, okay? Excellent wood for fire. It's hard wood, it's going to burn longer, but you know what, it is harder to catch. So you do have to split it. You do have to already have a decent set of coals to get this stuff going. Well, that really wasn't too fair of a test, was it? If y'all didn't notice, that stuff was hollow. It was hollow. Oh well. Look at there. I don't know if that's going to show up on the camera or not, but you can see how the wood twists. That's pretty wild. Oh well, sorry about that. Let's move up a little bit and try her again. Oh wow. I have wakened up a whole pile of ants over here. They are just coming out of that right there. Tell you what, they have themselves a nice home built there, and I'm not interested in pissing them off or messing up their home. So I'm going to have to make that, or make this, a kind of a short video. Now I've been farting around with this knife here for the last couple of days, and I will say it is an excellent chopper for what it's designed for. Okay, now this is a heavy machete, and no, I'm not in Brazil or South America somewhere where you could really probably enjoy the effects of this. The Bola was actually the preferred knife of the folks over in the Philippines, and evidently for their environment it was an excellent tool. Okay, we can use knives like this to great effect when we're camping and backpacking. Okay, but you just got to know the limitations, and that's really the important part of the videos that I made before with the tomahawk in this, and now this video with this right here. Branch size fires. Okay, if you start getting much bigger than 3 inches in diameter material, hardwood material especially, you're going to get into difficulties with knives like this. You want to talk about expending a lot of energy? If I would have tried to cut that tree down with this knife right here, I would have been just dead tired. Okay, it can get it done eventually, it can get it done, but it's not efficient. Okay, that's all I'm saying. All right, well, thanks for watching the kind of short video. I expected to do more, but you guys take care, and maybe I can find something else to whack on where I'm not interrupting wildlife and is not hollow. All right, talk to you later. And remember, shoot straight on the range and in life. Thanks. All right, hello and welcome to Guns and Gear, and hopefully I'll be able to maybe add this onto the other one, or I'll just start over from the beginning. Some more chopping with the Power Eagle by Tops. Now I was chopping up here. I don't know if y'all can see that from where I had the camera sitting now, and thought I was making a recording and talking along there and everything. Couldn't really see the viewfinder all that well, and of course the battery was dead, and I didn't record any of it. So I'm going to start in a new spot there and go over some of the more chopping capabilities with that, and to kind of give y'all an impression of this elastic band used as a lanyard. Okay. Now this is another fallen down tree, completely dead, and it's pretty hard wood too. So should be a pretty good test for this. One thing I'll tell you guys, that this is maybe 18-20 inches off the ground where I'm going to be chopping. It's not exactly sturdy, so if the wood can give from where it's sitting, you're not really getting the efficiency out of your chopping actions. So it will take you a little bit longer. All right. When you're using a big knife, axe, hatchet, anything of that nature, that you're going to be exerting a lot of force, and it has great potential for cutting, you always got to remember to keep yourself safe. Now, I've gotten down on my knees here, and I'm going to be chopping in a direction, hopefully, that if it should glance off or whatever, it's going to be harder for the body mechanics for me to cut myself. Okay? Always important to remember to try to stay safe. And that wild animal you hear romping through the woods is his major plane. He is having a blast. All right. Now, as y'all can see, this is good wood. It's not rotten at all. Good solid wood. And good stuff for fires. Now, I have been using this knife for a while. And from about here to here, well, you probably can't see that, can you? From about here to here seems to be the sweet spot when you're chopping with it. Now, as far as this elastic material that they have on here for the lanyard, I'm not sold on that. I don't know if I particularly like that or not. It's never really been something that I use very much of, a lanyard. I've always felt that you need to have a good grasp on the implement that you're using. But and I don't see elastic material like a bungee material that this is, no matter how high the quality is going to last you for any length of time. All right, well, my impressions of the Tops Power Eagle is this an awesome chopper. It is an awesome chopper. Made kind of quick work out of that. And if y'all can see up, let me see. I guess y'all can see there. This thing was really, and maybe I can finish it. It is really just sinking right through that, and that's a pretty good sized piece of wood right there. Now, as far as big knives go, the Trailmaster and the R-Tac knives of that nature, this does every bit as good. I think it actually chops better than those two knives. I've had those two knives for a good period of time. I bought the R-Tac when it first came out. I don't have the R-Tac 2, which I think is the only difference between that and the R-Tac is that it has a smaller handle on the R-Tac 2. I have the R-Tac, and it's a very capable knife, don't get me wrong, but it's not as near as good a chopper as this knife is, and neither is my Trailmaster. And I must admit that the Trailmaster by Cold Steel is my favorite big knife. So, all right, guys, I've got some bolos. I've got some really old bolos that I'll show y'all. They were actually fighting knives from the U.S. Army, and that's what really got me started on the big knives when I was a teenager, is using those things for camping. All right, well, once again, thank y'all for watching, and remember, shoot straight on the range and in life. Thanks.